Now, this is comical, but ain't nothing comical in the time of judgment. This can be, this a little skit. It's comical. I seen it earlier, and when I seen it, I thought about some precepts as I was reading earlier when I seen this. This is a short little lesson. I'm gonna come out with 2 or 3 precepts, giving all honor and glory to Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, or Mashiach, Barakatai, the Howdah for the Rakah Kodash, the Howdah for our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Yaakov, the Howdah for the third temple that's being built here in the daughter of Babylon, the Howdah for the elect men that's out there in the highways and the byways doing this work in sincerity and truth. Giving all honor and glory to you, Abba Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, Barakatai, the Howdah for the Rakah Kodash. So this is something short, Yasharala. It can be amusing, it can be funny, but in actuality, it's finna go down because why? You have Vladimir Putin, an Edomite, Esau Edom, Russia, Gog and Magog, and then to your right you have Gomer, Turkey. This guy's a Turkey. He's from Turkey. He's Turkish, and we know through the precepts and through the prophecy, Turkey is Gomer. So you have Gomer on the right, and then you have Putin, who is Gog and Magog, Russia, Meshach, right? So these nations are literally former allies, and they will come against USA. And you see the White House going down, symbolic of the United States of America, the daughter of Babylon, spiritual Egypt, and Sodom and Gomorrah. So you have these heathen nations coming together, and they're not ashamed to do videos like this. Okay, think about it. 15, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, you probably wouldn't have seen a video like this. So we look at everything with spiritual eyes. I see this as comedy, but I also, through spiritual lens, I see Gomer and Gog and Magog, the bear, Russia being the bear, and the Bible talk about the bear is going to end America, right? Russia being that bear, okay, because they've been poking at the bear, okay, through the proxy war with Ukraine, okay, so they've been poking at the bear, and Putin got enough. But we know other prophecies got to be fulfilled, but we know that we itching up closer and closer, okay, to that third woe. Okay, let's get that right quick. Matter of fact, let's get that third woe. Let's go to the book of Revelation 11 and 14. The Most High say the second woe, which is World War II, is past. It already happened. He say, and behold, the third woe, meaning the third destruction, or World War III, coming quickly. Okay, so we understand that the third woe, it will come quickly. Yasharala is coming. Okay. All right. So let's go to the book of Amos. Before we go to Amos, let's go to the book of Amos. That's where I want to go. Not gonna be long. It's gonna be a right left hook. Okay. And these videos are for edification and exaltation for the house of King David, the third temple, where we've been scattered in the four corners of the four winds of the earth, and here in the land of the north, the daughter of Babylon. Okay? USA, the good old USA. So let's go to Amos 3 and 11, right quick. The Most High say, therefore, thus said the Elohim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashah. He said, an adversary there shall be even round about the land, you see. And the adversaries of USA is what? Surrounding America. Okay, I think Putin is dealing with Cuba. Okay, they're going to set up military bases to get a closer eye on America. And China as well. Okay, Moab as well. Okay, and a lot of them is coming through the borders, these open borders. Okay, And you have a lot of them moving to what? Central America. Okay? Setting up shop there. Okay? So it say, therefore, thus said the Elohim Yahweh. He said, an adversary there shall be even round about the land. Talking about USA, the daughter of Babylon. And he shall bring down thy strength, you see, from thee, and thy what? And thy palaces, because the White House ain't nothing but a huge palace. And thy palaces shall be spoiled. You see? So that's what's going on, Yasharala. Let's go to the book of Joel 3 and 9, I believe. Joel 3 and 9. The Most High say, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. You see? Now, he's talking about the natural Gentiles, these heathens, these 17 nations. He said, prepare war. You see? That's that third woe coming quickly. Wake up the mighty men. You see? Let all the men of war, you see, draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into what? Swords. Talking about their weapons. The ICMB nuclear missiles. You see, all they technology. Okay, because while America been borrowing money, spending this credit card, burying herself in debt, well, these nations, they've been investing in their military, and they've been buying up what? Gold and silver, so they can pull away from the dollar, from the U.S. currency. Because they were tired of the United States putting tariffs and sanctions on their nations when these nations wouldn't get down with American democracy and dance to American music. Well, in the process of time, the BRICS nation been what? Putin and them been buying hella gold and strengthening their military. He got them a Poseidon with his submarine. He got an avant-garde system that American generals say they can't defend against. They're super hypersonic missiles. Okay, so the Mossad give Putin, Russia, the mindset to build these nuclear warheads, how to take America down. It's all biblical prophecy. Okay, so you have these nations coming together. The heathens is coming together. The Most High said, let the weak, they're no longer scared of America. They're no longer scared. They're not weak no more. Okay? All right? The Most High say, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into what? Spears. Because that's how they fought in the ancient world. Let the weak say, I'm strong, you see? Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, you see? And gather yourselves together round about thither and cause the mighty ones to come down, O Elohim. And the mighty one is starting with what? The banking family, and is also going into the good old USA, this horror. Let the heathen be wakening and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and we know that's Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh judgment, the valley of decision, Yahweh Shaphat in the Hebrew. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Okay, all right. So they're getting ready for war. Okay, so Gomer, and like I say, in Russia and the rest of these nations coming together for USA. Let's get Ezekiel 38 right quick. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 38. Okay, so the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and the word of the Elohim came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, and we know Gog is Russia, Putin, the land of Magog, the chief prince. You see, the chief prince of Meshach, going to Moscow, you see, and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus said the Elohim Yahweh, behold, I am against thee. Because you see, Russia is Esau, America's Esau. You have the Eastern Edomites, which is Russia, against the Western Edomites, which is NATO, EU, and United States. And say, thus said the Elohim Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn. You see, the Most High, he's setting it up. He's setting up Russia to come against America and these BRICS nations. He say in verse 4, we're going to go into that. And I will turn thee back, you see, and put hooks into thy jaws, you see. So the Most High, the one controlling it all at the end of the day. And I will bring thee forth. You see, he going to pull Russia out, the old Soviet. Okay, the whole Soviet, that bear been hibernating. See what a bear do? It hibernate. Okay, so the Most High bringing up that winter house against the summer house. Okay, the bear been hibernating, but the bear is ready to devour now. It's out of hibernation. And all thy army, you see, horses and horsemen of all them clothed with all sorts of armor. See, that's that new technology and these new weapons that these heathen nations got for America now. Even a great company, you see, a great company going to come with Russia, with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, you see. The Most High going to name some of these nations that's going to join with Russia against America. He say Persia, and we know Persia going to Iran. Ethiopia, you see, these Cushites, and Libya, you see, is joining with Russia. With them, all of them with shields and helmets. He say Gomer, look verse number 6, Gomer would be Turkey. And there go Gomer, you see. This Gomer, this man is Turkish, and this is Putin. So you see, like I say, the video was real comedy and funny, but you still, if you got spiritual eyes, ain't nothing funny in comedy. Not in the time of judgment. Gomer and all his bands, you see, Gomer is Turkey. The house of what? Of Togarmah, of the north quarters, and all his bands, you see, and many people with thee. So the Most High say, be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself. Thou and all thy company, you see, that's all hosts coming with the bear, that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So the Most High is commanding that Russia be a guard unto these other nations. Okay? All right, because all these nations are starting to team up with Russia now. They say the hell with USA. Okay? All right, we're going to close out on this. I think I want to go to what? Luke. What I want? Let's see. Where do I want to go? Let's see what I'm looking for. Let's see. I think I want Mark 3:25 right quick. We can just probably close out on that. The Most High say, and if a house be divided against itself, you see, so you got Esau going against Esau. You have the West going against the East. And if a house be divided against itself, and then you also got a house being divided right here in the United States. You got a divided house within the United States, within the Democratic and the Republican. Okay, you got a divided house. Okay, you got the far left, you got the liberals and the far left, and then you got these Captain Americas, okay, don't want to give up their rights to bear firearms, you see, because they see tyranny happening in America by their government. Okay, so you got Esau against Esau all around the table. Okay, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So America can't stand. And if Satan rise up against himself, you see, so right now, Satan is rising up against himself. Esau against Esau. And be divided. They divided. He cannot stand but had an end. And that's why Esau is the end of the world, right? 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. 6, 8, and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. You see, so this is the end of Esau world and these heathens. And we see it. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his good, except he will first bind the strong man. So right now, America's being bound. Okay, look at her infrastructure. Look at her unemployment rate. All her store closures and mall closure. Okay, her inflation, she's being bound, her goods and services. Okay, by China and these other nations, because they own America at this point. America is so much in debt to these other nations like China. So they bonding the strong man. America being the strong man. And then he will spoil his house. And there you have it. And we're going to watch this clip one more time and you're going to get to see his house get spoiled. Shalom, shalom.